Right. Hey, 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 hey.
You don't have intro, so I did it for you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we're working on that. We're working on that. Oh man. So, I'm gonna let the chat fill up a little bit, and then we're gonna get started. But oh man. I think
But go
everyone's
ahead, no,
asleep.
do your intro. I'll just hum in the background.
You gonna hum in the background for me?
I was helping you out. That's all.
All right, man. Cool. Yeah, man. So, hey, what's up, folks? Welcome back. Yeah, we're gonna do another Game of Thrones wrap up for you. And today, folks, we're gonna do Game of Thrones season 7, episode 7, finale,
Yeah.
baby. Woo!
Yeah.
Pretty excited. Pretty excited. Oh man, we'll just say the shit has hit the fan. So, one quick shout out to the chat realm down there. How you guys doing? Let me put a little. So today, folks, we got Akasan. Akasan's here.
What is up, everybody? Hey,
What's up? Yeah. Hold up. I just realized I have the chat thing over your wonderful name. Let me see if I can fix that for you. There you go. Yeah. So hey. So thank you once again for being here. It's always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure. On the verge of being blown apart by North Korea this morning.
Yes.
True story.
True story.
I woke up this morning, actually around 6 o'clock, I think it happened, and I woke up around 6 a.m. in the morning, and North Korea has just fired like 3 or 4 missiles over Japan. Crazy.
They sent a missile over Hokkaido.
Yes.
So, yeah,
Northern Japan. So the North remembers.
Yeah, the North. The North.
I was trying to make like nobody believes us, but yes. This is real.
This shit is real. This is real. So yeah, it's kind of funny.
Just woke up one day and like he watched that Game of Thrones season finale and he was like, you know what, Dracarys.
I'm gonna chuck a couple rockets over their heads and see what they think. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's kind of weird. Like I'm like, hey, this is fine. As long as it happens at 5 o'clock in the morning, I'll be asleep and dead before it really before I can realize what's going on. So
Right.
that's his MO. It's like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, right?
He just wakes up. Trump wakes up tweeting shit. Kim Jong-un wakes up flying missiles and shit.
What are you gonna do? Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, but I guess we should focus on fantasy warfare instead.
Yes, happier things. Well, I don't know if it's so happy considering game over. Game over.
Oh yeah.
So right off the bat, what'd you think of this episode? What'd you think, man?
Oh, I loved it. I thought it was a great episode. The for the most part, I would say about 70% of the show had the pacing that is known to be Game of Thrones style, and I was kind of thinking they might have done that on purpose. Like they had 2 or 3 episodes where they just crammed all this stuff in, and they were like, okay, the last episode, let's just focus on giving that nice quality to style that really is Game of Thrones. Just seeing Tyrion and Cersei in a room together talking, I could have watched that all day. It was just the pacing was so nice to see all of them doing that, and I liked it. I liked it a lot. I mean, maybe my favorite scene was just the beginning where it was like when worlds collide, where everybody was walking in, and it was like everybody basically had beef with each other. Like that was crazy. Everybody there had some sort of grudge with somebody there. And what was even funnier is like there was a small little deal where Braun had to leave, and he went with Podrick.
Yeah, I thought,
So everybody thought it was going to be like another red wedding or something like that. But what I was finding out here is the fact that he used to date Cersei in real life.
Oh, really?
Yes. So Leah, I think her name is Lyanna Hadley or so.
Really? I didn't know that. That's news.
So here's the interesting tidbit: is the fact that Braun used to date Cersei in real life long before Game of Thrones ever started, and it ended really, really badly. like
No
really,
shit.
really
Really?
bad. To the basically in Miss Hadley's contract, in order for her to appear on the show or whatever, it's basically like they're doing a Martin with Tisha Campbell.
That
So
bad?
basically,
That was
yeah,
pretty
it's
bad.
that bad.
That was pretty bad.
She cannot stand being around him at all.
Wow.
Any scenes
Wow.
that she's in, he needs to be off the set and away, basically. And so that's why,
What?
yeah, so that's why they wrote him out of that scene. But it was actually it worked actually in better interest. Actually, I actually thought it worked really well because it made it seem like there was going to be some sort of ambush and such. I thought that was actually, it worked out really well. But yeah, that's a small little tidbit there. I found out from the Red Dreaded Nation yesterday.
Yeah, that's some good little facts there, man. Coming in there with the trivia, nice.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
man. Represent good.
Blue ice. Blue fire. Apparently, I have a lot of scientists in the Red Dreaded Nation, and they were.
You can have blue fire.
To me how blue fire is exponentially much stronger than red fire.
Well, look, you can also, depending on gases too. If you ever worked like a gas heater or something like that. So, yeah, that was actually one of the things I was kind of curious, really wondering about. Will the fire be blue? Will it be red? You know, so yeah. But they answered the questions for me, so I was like, cool. Oh man, but I have so many. Like just in the intro, what you're talking about, there's so many things that I really kind of wanted to talk about. So it's good to have you here to talk about them. But man, like you said, this episode was amazing. Like so many things got paid off. So many things got paid off.
Absolutely.
You know, the wall came down. We got the Lyanna Stark and Rhaegar oh god, now I'm at brain fart. Rhaegar. We got like I'll tell you what, like all the people coming together. That everyone had beef. Yep. And that was
great camera work, by the way, by the director, because every camera angle was building that intensity. Like, oh, he's got beef with him. Oh shit, there's Euron. Oh shit, Theon's here. Like everybody. That was great.
Yeah, like I think what made this episode good was, I know that they kind of truncated everything to make only 7 episodes a season, but the fact that some of the characters, they had lots of good character moments. You know, just everyone had beef, everyone had history, everyone had a reason to hate. Like if you looked at who's killed whose parents and who's killed what, everyone had direct beef, and that was really good. And so it made these small little conversations that they had together that much better. So oh my god, it was so good. So yeah, man, it's crazy. I like the whole time I was just like, oh god, I can't believe this. So good stuff.
It wasn't in a lot of a few or one potentially big character arc closed now that it's done. Like I did not see the demise of Littlefinger.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Like I did not. I didn't
Yes.
see that one coming.
Yeah, we got to talk about Littlefinger, man. I did not see that. I did not see that coming. Right. Well, I kind of thought it was going to happen, but the way it happened kind of took me off guard. So
I agree. Yeah, I thought he was going to be put in a cell, you know, set to go stand trial or something. It was like, nope. Arya came in there like, whoop, whoop, and that was it. Like, it was lights out for our favorite little troublemaker there.
Yeah. Oh man, we got digital puppets in the chat. Oh, everyone's popping up. Cool. Everyone's showing up. Anne Marie. So I'm guessing it's Anne Marie. Yeah, I guess we can answer some questions, but let's do a little bit of an overview of some of the things that we'll just walk through it, I guess, chronologically. So, first people showing up at the Dragon Pit. So, what do you think about the Dragon Pit? That was really good, really cool.
It was interesting because I vaguely remember the Dragon Pit being mentioned before in previous.
They did touch on it,
but I thought like they just kind of talked about it, but I always thought it was like somewhere else in Ethos or something like that. Like, or maybe I'm confusing it a lot with the fighting pits or so. But I vaguely remember them talking about a bit, and I remember Tywin always talking about the last dragons being, only as small as cats or something like that.
Yeah, so, like small hounds and stuff. Yeah.
So it was kind of cool, but it was kind of cool to finally see that one kick off and everybody coming in. I don't know why Danny. I mean, maybe Danny was being a little boasty and coming in late. Like,
no, I thought talk about entrances. I was okay with that. That was pretty bomb. She just came in on the dragon. It was like boom.
It was a dope entrance, but it was still kind of like, all right, yeah, okay, we get it, Danny. You got dragons, but it was cool to see Jamie with his PTSD still from the dragon.
Yeah,
like he got up, and Cersei was not shook at all.
No. Well, I think she only got kind of. Well, I think it was kind of cool that they showed that she was holding it in. It looked like she was holding it in, but she kind of lost it a little bit when they dragged out that white. So
when that white came out, I because in the entire time I was like, couldn't the Night King take away the power, and like the further they get and the further away they get from the wall,
that part gets weird.
The least their power works and such, and I was just like, okay. So my only theory about that was the fact that now, since the Night King is actually closer to the wall, the power still remains, I guess.
Right.
So.
No, yeah. One before I forget, I kind of wanted to touch on this one thing. Digital Puppets popped it off in the chat was, man, Clegane Bowl, that's happening. Woohoo!
Oh, is it?
Oh God, it's happening. Clegane Bowl is totally happening. You see the way he was like when he came up there, like when he went up to his brother, he was like, when the Hound came up to his brother, he was like, oh, it's not, you don't die here. Well, I forget what he said, but what's happening. Yeah, so they're totally gonna pay that off.
No, and I'm glad that the actual actor that plays the Mountain is still playing it, because I was kind of thinking to myself, I'm like, do they really need that same dude? Like couldn't they just get somebody else within some stilts or something like that? But I'm glad that dude is actually sitting through the makeup and everything just for those scenes. Like, it's one of maybe his easiest paycheck, but yeah, it's kind of interesting to see.
So like in the chat they're saying
really
like
good,
they're saying like Digital Puppet was like he thought the step up to his brother felt a little bit random. So
in some form, I think so.
I agree.
That was that's the Hound style. He was like, "Fuck the king and fuck everybody else." He's like, I'm just gonna do like. I like the fact that the Hound is still loyal, kind of like he went to go fetch the white and everything, and he's it's kind of cool. Like, he's becoming a new favorite character of mine, but I probably shouldn't say that too loud because they're probably gonna kill him.
They're probably gonna kill him. He's gonna die. There's no way he's making it.
I thought that worked very well.
No,
the way that everybody's scene in there worked very well, even with Brienne.
Yes, and Jamie. Okay.
Yeah, that three-way look, and it was just kind of like, oh shit, thank God a dragon. Let's change the subject there.
Well, I'd say what's really cool was like, first off, the acting was amazing on everybody. I think this is some of the best acting I've seen for this whole entire season. And the fact that the tension is so palpable, anybody could die. They've taught us that, like, look, don't get too comfortable. These fools can die, So
true.
There are points where I was just like, I don't know, something bad can happen, But
true, true. But it's kind of interesting because somebody also mentioned that is the fact that we haven't really had a lot of big deaths coming up. Like, we didn't really have any like classic Game of Thrones. Oh shit, I really like that guy. You killed him, like that type of deal.
Right. No, I hear you.
But one could also argue the fact that we've gotten so far in the series that everybody has some sort of shade of evil in them or something.
Lots of gray.
The only one that would have sucked is if Yaron died. If
Euron? Or
no. Sorry,
Yara. Yeah.
If Yara died, then very shockingly, then that would have been kind of like, damn it, George R. Martin doing it again.
Right. Actually, that's a good transition. I have to say, Theon's character arc is amazing. Like, he has gone down. Like, hold up. Oh, let me turn off this because I'm getting alerts. Hold up. But yeah, Theon's character art is amazing, man. Like, it's a total redemption path right now. A total redemption story.
I mean,
right now.
look, I'll give it props. I'll give it props for
He's
that
still a
one
shithead.
scene between John and Theon talking about redeeming himself and all that. But I still think I'm not a big fan of Theon.
You're not a big fan, really?
No, I'm not behind that arc at all. Like, if it happens, it happens. But I hope it doesn't take too much of season 8 because Theon to me, Theon will always be a little bit of reek.
But think about that, dude. They chopped off his wiener, dude. Come on.
Yeah. And his balls.
Give him some credit. I guess he got no balls now. That answers that question because I was wondering if they chopped off the kibble or the bits. So apparently, I guess both.
The X-Men. Yeah.
But no, I'm really fascinated by his arc because talk about the lows of lows. So I don't know. For me, I don't know. It's really cool. Like I got a little bit of the feels when he's like, "No, you're both Stark and Ironborn."
Oh no, that was cool. Yeah, me too. And then I also commented, and I was like, and a little bit of reek. But when he was in that fight with with his people, I was like, it was.
You weren't feeling that?
Know. Nah, I mean, it was interesting, and I knew what was going to happen. But the fact that he was getting his ass whooped that much, and then suddenly him getting hit with no balls or whatever, and then he turned the fight around.
That's I was like, WWE action right there.
And then on top of exactly. No, he did a Hulk Hogan.
I know, man.
Yeah,
I was thinking the same thing.
And then he leaves his dude in the sand like that. I'm like, wait, didn't this guy just kind of try to spare you, and you guys are just gonna leave him later there and get in a boat?
Ironborn, man.
I was like, okay, whatever.
Zero F. They don't care.
I mean, I'm fine. Like I said, I don't mind the arc, but I'm not really behind it so much. But I hope it doesn't take up much of season 8. So
yeah, I feel it. No worries. I get you. So Wilson in the chat says that fight was pretty Hollywood. Yeah. It was pretty Hollywood. It was very Hollywood. So I agree. They could have done that better, but there's so much. So you want to dive into Baelish, man?
Okay,
jump into that a little bit.
Yeah, that was great. I mean, I was kind of disappointed he got taken out because I like he's one of the few interesting characters in terms of one of the quote unquote bad characters or so. Yeah. But he's one of the few guys that have still been around since the first episode, and he got exposed real hard.
Yeah, dude.
I liked it at the same time though, because of the fact that it was kind of he wasn't prepared. He didn't have his game plan at all. It was he didn't know what to say or do or anything. Yeah,
seeing him caught off guard was kind of interesting. This was the first time he was just he was just look, he's gonna beg. He doesn't care. You know what I mean? That was kind of cool.
Great work by the actor, because you could see him panic, and he was running. He's like, no, I command you to take me safely, and he was like, damn, all of his points, all of his power was basically gone, and he realized that he was like, I don't have anything left here. So,
right. I'm kind of surprised. Taking the black was not an option. It was not an option. They were just not. You gotta go. Nope.
They wouldn't.
Out. You're done. You're done.
Taking the black. Way.
He's
then on top of that, what are you gonna do? Take the black and go fight some walker? At this point, taking the black is not really much of an option right now. There's, I think everybody at this point, everybody is taking the black now.
Oh yeah.
Well, except Cersei, because she fucked everybody over. Yeah.
Fair enough. I was wondering how it was going to end for Baelish, I didn't see it like that, but look, you got Branson there. He's like this giant Deus Ex Machina. Why don't they just ask Brand everything, just in the beginning? It's like, hey,
but I think ideally off camera, that's exactly what they did. That's why they had so much information, and that's why they had so much stuff. Bran was just dropping all that knowledge on Baelish. dude, I know everything you've said,
Right.
everything you've done. And at that point, it was like Baelish just couldn't, like, he couldn't do anything because he knew it was all true, and there was no way he could really lie out of it. Not that
Right.
people, the
They
North
had
would,
him.
not that the North would take his word for it, but it's
Right.
just that in this season, what this season has kind of taught me a little bit is
Mhm.
that the fact that the North is kind of stupid. Like, like, or I should say, the North is very
Bunch of
black
townies.
and white and just as bad as the people in the South. But
Yeah.
the North has a lot of pride, but they're not very, like, I
Smart.
don't know. Yeah,
They're kind of townies. They're a bunch of
yeah,
townies.
I
You
like
know.
I would say so. They're very similar. Whereas maybe the people in the South will just like latch on to anything, go where the money is. The people in the North are just proud, but
Mhm.
they're not that intelligent or whatever. They just kind of follow whoever they go with pride, basically.
Right.
So if Littlefinger was somewhere in the South, I think he probably could have gotten out of that a lot better, and he would have had other people to kind of back him up, back up
I hear
his
you.
interests like that.
Yeah.
But since he was in the North, it was just like, damn, the North is just gonna let the lady of Winterfell do whatever she wants. Like, I was like, damn, they just straight took him out right there. Like, no execution,
Yeah, dude.
no execution in the eyes of the gods or anything like that.
Nothing. Nothing.
Damn.
It was just like straight up cold blooded, man.
Yeah.
Arya, man. She might be a little bit of a psychopath right now, but geez, Louise, man. Ugh. But
Well, I mean, and that was a good scene. The whole Sansa
Ooh.
Arya situation, that storyline was like whatever. Like I was kind of like, where is this going? But at the same time, it helped wrap up one thing for sure. It was like, Arya was never meant to be a lady of
Right.
Winterfell, and she became something else instead. She became someone else. And,
very nice, very nice, very nice.
yeah. But and that was it. That was it. Basically, it was just like boom. It shows where they are, and it also shows the fact that even since season 1, there's still like a sibling rivalry a bit. They still bicker a bit, but they come to respect each other and respect each other's path and such. The only issue I had was the fact that how much of their bantering and their arguing was for Baelish to see, and how much of it was like for reals like that, because that's the one thing I couldn't figure out completely is like, okay, they're turning themselves against each other, but how much of it was Baelish's influence and how much of it was them setting people up? Like, I would kind of like to see. I mean, we just my assumption is the fact that they all talked to Bran and that was it, and we off camera. But I kind of wanted to know how much of that was real.
Yeah, that's a good question, because like I was thinking about it too, because like when they made the revelation that, oh no, they're talking about Baelish, I was like, well, that's kind of weird. Like the way that Arya came in, she came in like she wasn't expecting to be there. You know what I mean?
Well, that was her playing the part. Yeah.
Right. But yeah, I guess they probably consulted Bran at some point off camera, but that's probably in the books. It's probably gonna be different. So
yeah, I think it's probably will be played out a lot better in the books, and it'll have a better flow or so. Because the same thing, and like I was actually the one big disappointment I had, and some people are like, whatever, like you got so used to the time jumps already, but it's is the Unsullied season 2, right? Episode 2. That's the last we saw of the Unsullied. It was like they were stranded. The whole idea was they were supposed to be stranded on Castle Rock without any food or anything like that. Now, I understand we've had 5 episodes in between there, so things could have happened. But the whole idea, the whole setup was the fact that they were stranded. How are they going to survive? And Dany doesn't have like any dragon transportation. She doesn't have any ships. So it was kind of weird just to suddenly see them at King's Landing already. I was like,
right, yeah, they could have totally done that better. And yes, to answer your question, this is live. So, that stuff could have been tied up better. Just seeing Grey Worm there, I was just like, oh well, good, he's alive. But I wish they could have spent a little bit of time, just a little bit, just to let me know that just tie that up a little bit cleaner. But that's
Yeah.
nitpicking on my part. But oh man, do you quick question? Grey Worm makes it through the whole thing? Yes, no? What do you think?
I'd say probably not. I don't think he's gonna be one of those dudes. Like as much as I like him, I don't. He's also expendable. Like you know.
Yeah, he's kind of he's not quite a red shirt, but he in the
Right.
big scheme of things he
Yes.
unfortunately is. But look,
He'll probably die, and he'll die with some sort of like mission, like always
Right.
remembering how Khaleesi freed her or whatever,
Yeah.
and also keep Melisandre in his heart.
I would say like, look, it'll be sad to see him go, but look, all that means is Melisandre's free. She's single after that. So
There you go.
I'm just saying.
There you go.
Oh god. Oh god, I love that woman so much. Oh.
Ah.
Anyway, yeah. So yeah, let me move on, ease on down the road. What else we got here?
Yeah.
So we touched on a little bit of talked about Sansa. We talked about Littlefinger. We talked about Arya. We talked about. I guess we should touch the elephant in the room.
Also, and wait, but also see that was the other thing. See the whole Arya Sansa thing. I hope it gets explained a little bit better in the future, because then at the same time, why did Sansa just seriously send Brienne to King's Landing just to get her out the way, and the whole represent the queen thing, because they didn't really touch upon that either.
Well,
Like the whole reason, I know, like for us as the audience, it was supposed to get her away so she couldn't protect Arya like that. But in the show, what she was supposed to do is like go represent Sansa, as Lady Winterfell, to Cersei, and it was like, wait, what? Like what?
Well, no, I feel like I think honestly, I think it was mainly Sansa does not. She is not going to King's Landing ever again. You know, she's not going there. So I get that part. I think this is just writing.
Yeah,
trying to get move pieces in the right direction.
Yeah,
books will probably be different. So no, I get you. Yeah, that is kind of that is kind of dumb.
not even dumb, and not necessarily dumb. It's just there's little things that needed to like maybe would be explained better in the books and such.
Right.
There's so much time. Like there's not a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So
not a lot of time to fit. Yeah. So elephant in the room.
Oh, we got to talk about this Dany and Jon Snow. So this brings up two questions. First up, we got we got boat sex, right? And then we got Tyrion's reaction. That I found more interesting than the boat sex part. So
boat sex.
Do you think that Tyrion likes Dany a little bit, or is that reaction from him is a little bit more worried? Because look, after this opens up a lot of big things. Cause look, Targaryens might be down with that stuff, but I don't know if Jon Snow is. But like he's already fallen for like Dany, so it's like, man, that's like some old boy stuff going on right there. You know what I mean?
Very
so
tricky.
That opens up a whole lot of
Well, to answer your question about Tyrion, there's a few theories floating around. One of the one is that he's kind of mad, that he's disappointed because he, as he mentioned early on to Dany, is like he was trying to find ulterior motives of passing down succession, and some people feel that he actually does want to rule after Dany is gone.
Really?
And it's like, yeah. I don't know if how true that would be, but maybe.
It's
Another
possible.
one is, which would really suck, and I think a lot of people would quit the show if this happens or be so mad, is Tyrion actually is the one that betrays Dany, actually.
Oh, because in the House of the Undying, that
House of the Undying,
like exactly. Was it like one will betray one? There'd be like 3 betrayals or something like that. One for love, one for
one for love, one for blood, and I forgot the other one.
Yeah. Interesting.
And the other issue with that is the fact that we never actually see the end result of that conversation that he had with Cersei. It cut off after he's like, "Oh, you're pregnant," like that.
Oh, we don't know what the
So
terms are.
yeah, we don't know exactly what the terms were because the way it was set up makes the audience believe that it was like, oh, okay, so Tyrion just kind of did his little Tyrion thing and made
Tyrion.
yeah, his Tyrion thing
I
was
like
like, oh,
that.
you're pregnant, you have a
Yeah.
child, what are you gonna do when the White Walkers come, like that,
Yeah.
and kind of convince Cersei to change her mind that way.
Mhm.
But at the same time, there was also this look from Tyrion that there's other stuff in that negotiation that they agreed to, and originally I thought it was going to be something else, like John has to stay, or like I
Mhm.
don't know, Danny has to stay, but like it just seemed to be fine. But
Yeah.
I think there was more to that meeting that we don't see, and it's going to suck for the Tyrion character, but there
Yeah.
might be, because he does reiterate a few times that he never meant to break up the family, and he
Right.
never,
Yeah.
like
That was
he's
some
always
touching stuff. That was
great
some touching
stuff, but it was also confessionary stuff by
Yeah.
Tyrion to Cersei, is that he's still in it for the family. He's still doing
Right.
things for the
Yeah.
Lannisters, like
Yeah,
that. So
good point. That's in my notes too. I was just like, it's just like seriously, there's some serious Lannister love going on right there.
Yeah.
So that scene between Tyrion and Jaime right before he went in, that was another. I got the feels for that too. He's like, you could tell that they still love each other. You know what I mean? So yeah, interesting. But yeah, Tyrion this season has been very interesting for me because like he's had a lot of failures, and he's not a stupid guy, he's trying to do the right thing. He's like the one of the few voices of reason,
Jaime,
no, Tyrion, like he's like
okay.
trying to stop her from just burning down King's Landing and stuff like that. Jaime, oh yeah, go for it. Sorry.
Well, no, that was a good comparison in the fact that it was like, look, he was like, yeah, you know what, Danny's got her tendencies, but she's aware of these bad tendencies and picked me to help talk her out of it sometimes. Where you're the complete opposite. You don't care about anybody, and you want to you'll see the whole world burn if you have to, like that.
Right.
So it's
Right.
really like, even when she was talking, like John was like talking about how blah blah blah, like 1 million people would become the undead or something like that, and she's like, Cersei straight up was like kind of like a G, but she was like she straight up was like, I'd imagine that'd be an improvement for some of them.
Yeah.
I was like, damn,
damn, cold blooded, man. She
Yep.
gives zero Fs. So, okay, so I've been noticing that a lot of people are like, they don't want this a relationship between Dany and Jon Snow, right? Or I should say Aegon, Aegon Targaryen.
Aegon.
Yeah,
Sixth of his name. Yes.
Sixth of his. Very good. So a lot of people are saying it's turning into fantasy fanfic now. But look, I have some issues with that argument because look, they've been building this up for the last 7 years. The last 7 seasons of this.
It was always supposed to be. It was always this idea of these underdogs basically being promoted. Dany was just getting butt fucked all the time by Drogo in the first couple episodes. Jon was this person that people kept on throwing away into the ditch,
right. It is a set of misfits. I mean, it's all the unwanted people.
Tyrion also, Arya,
Sansa.
Who,
yeah.
I don't know if Sansa would qualify exactly for that, but
I think so. Check this out, because here's check this out. Like, she was just supposed to be all her thing was just get married, produce heirs and stuff like that. She was kind of not like a throat. A lot of people hated her character for so long, and now she's the Lady of Winterfell. Think about that. She was just doing needlepoint before, just wanted to marry Joffrey and stuff, and now she's gone through some serious stuff with oh my god, I have a brain fart.
Ramsay.
Ramsay, thank you.
Everybody's gone through. So anybody that's crossed Ramsay, either they're dead or they are messed up.
Yeah, you've gone through some stuff. So, no, I feel you. No, but hold up. Oh, we got a little system error. Hold on 1 second.
And here's another small thing in terms of the Aegon situation. John being called Aegon, that was also the same name as Rhaegar, his former wife, son, who was murdered by a mountain, was also named Aegon as well. So Rhaegar was obsessed with prophecies and
Yes.
creating the prince that was promised. So it's like, goddamn, dude, like, come on. Like,
Yeah. I'm kind of curious to see what's going to happen in the books because there's another Aegon, right? So I guess he's a fake Aegon. They're saying he might be a Blackfire, but yeah, lots of questions.
yeah.
Oh, I could keep talking about this forever. I swear to God, this is so many good things. So now you want to just move on to the wall? You want to talk about this wall?
Yeah. The wall is down. The wall is down. Yeah.
Holy crap! Let's talk about Viserion, man. How did he get so damn fast?
Yeah.
Holy crap! They're like, wow, that's some serious.
How's he still flying when he's got holes in his wings?
Thank you, thank you. I wanted to talk on that like on a separate video before we actually got to this one, but unfortunately, that question has been answered. So yeah, how the hell is he flying so fast? This is crazy.
My assumption is the fact that since he has no weight to him anymore because there's no more blood in him anymore, and like he's a lot lighter because the density, so he can fly a lot faster now. That's my assumption there.
Okay, that's it. Yeah, I'll let
because dragons. Yeah,
yeah, it's like I'm trying to think how are these dragons able to fly anyway? I'm like, look, first off, freaking dragons, dude. It's like how do unicorns run super fast? I don't know, man. I'm just but anyway,
so, and then like originally, apparently dragons, I have a lot of scientists on YouTube who were explaining to me how it's blue flames now. I'm like, okay, and somehow I guess that sort of turns off the Children of the Forest's enchantments on the wall, I guess.
Well, yeah, they said
that wall came down really easy,
really fast,
really easy, really fast.
Yeah, he did a couple flybys and that thing was gone, brother.
Kind of wondering though how was the Night King planning to get across the wall
without the dragon?
Without the dragon, yeah.
Good point.
Like that was pretty.
That was pretty crazy. Yeah, no, I agree. Like I was wondering that too. It's like, well, wait a second. If they didn't have the dragon, how is this possible? I've heard theories that like you saw that the whole the last episode was a trap. I don't believe that, but yeah, there's some holes in that one, but I don't know. But yeah,
I mean, they probably could have just gone around. I mean, yeah, they don't swim yet, but they might have been able to make a
person bridge.
Yeah, exactly.
Like World War Z style.
Yeah, exactly. Or some other type of style. Yeah. Or like make a bridge around the wall through the water or something like that. But I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was the bridge was gonna freeze over, like not the freeze, like the water next to Eastwatch was gonna, and they were gonna cross on like a land bridge. Oh, we got one. Ashley, but beauty, just subscribe. Look, I'm gonna give you some air horn, baby.
Nice.
Oh, nice. So, yeah, I thought that's how it was gonna happen, but I didn't see the dragon. I knew the wall had to come down though.
Yeah.
But I guess that contradicts itself. If they found a way to circumvent the wall, they wouldn't have to bring down the bridge. I don't know, man. Look, because magic, because dragons. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
So, but
because it just had to happen. Yeah,
it just had to happen. So now I'd say a little bit of a segue, kind of wrapping some of this up. So now we come into season 8, and so this whole show now becomes more of a like a fantasy thriller. Less about the political. Well, I guess it's still got more political intrigue, but we're going full on into magic stuff now. So, with the White Walkers and things like that.
Yeah, it's going to be really difficult because you're in a situation now. It's basically, I think the line is going to be crossed right at Winterfell. Like it's going to happen at Winterfell. Like I think that's going to be the first attack right there.
Yeah,
and unfortunately, Winterfell might not be able to hold off. Like, I would be very disappointed. I would be very disappointed if King's Landing is untouched in this whole thing. Like,
I agree. I agree. Like
King's Landing needs to suffer a little bit. They need to see exactly
something
what's about
something.
to come down here. Like that, there's a million people in there, and not everybody's acting stupid. Like, at least the people in the north are gonna see it firsthand. Like, yo, there's some crazy stuff going on. But yeah, I think Winterfield's gonna be maybe the first occupational hazard.
Oh,
so
well, actually, no, we still have the Karstarks and the there's two other houses, northern houses above, because remember they got all salty because the wildlings are coming down. But I believe there's two other houses before they get to Winterfield, so those will be the first couple casualties. That's how we'll know it's going down. But yeah, they're toast. But Last Stand of Winterfell, I thought, but I don't know. I kind of want something to happen in King's Landing, you know. But I guess
I think it's Cersei. I don't know what the hell she's doing.
Yeah, because she's getting the Golden Company. We totally passed that part up. I'm sorry.
Though I thought that was kind of funny because it was kind of like, as somebody pointed out, is the fact that, do you think I would side with people with do you think I would side my people with a foreign company to fight the war?
I know,
and then
right?
she's like, okay, be right back. I'm going to Ethos to go hire some foreign company to fight my war. Like that. Like, wait, what? Like,
it makes no sense. So I guess if you think about it, look, we got the intrigue on the south. We get our political stuff, right? And then we get our sci-fi fantasy stuff up in the north. I don't know. I'm stoked for this next season. It can go either way. So yeah, you want to do some death predictions or something?
I was very disappointed with the fact that Cersei was not. Like, I was so ready. I was like, no, but I was so happy with Cersei. Like, I was like, yeah, hell yeah, she's teaming up. I was like, I started liking the character again, and then I was like, she fucking just straight lied out of her teeth. I was like,
yeah, that's Cersei, man. She was like, you're always the stupid one. She was talking some smack to Jamie there, saying like, you're the stupid one. I was like,
you're always the stupidest Lannister, like that.
Yeah. But Cersei has come up quite a bit as far as a conniver, like a cunning. She can't govern, but she's sneaky as hell, man. Jeez.
Oh, she's good. She's really good. No, she's in fashion almost as good as her father. Like, Tyrion held it together. I mean, Tywin really held it together with fear, but she's pretty damn good. I mean, given the fact that 2 seasons ago she was stripped butt naked, running around and everything.
Shame, baby.
Yep. Shame. And then last season she took her straight revenge on everybody.
Yeah, she did.
Everybody. I thought that was a great season finale. One of the best season finales I've ever seen. Where she just blew everybody up in that scepter, and
that was actually, I'd have to say, that was probably one of my favorite episodes.
I think so. And then even the music worked really well.
So good. So, Good point. Yeah.
So to hear that music again come up, and Jamie's bouncing, leaving her like that. And,
that's big. That's huge, dude.
Jamie that was
left.
And then on top of it, I was like, wait, where did Clegane, where did the mountain get its these silent symbols, not to kill and not to kill, basically? Like, it was
yeah. That was kind of
she nodded awesome. And she was like,
nodded.
Do it.
But he didn't
and
kill.
I'm like, wait, what? Like,
yeah. I thought he was dead. I thought it was toast. I thought that's where it was going to go down, because I thought, all right, Jamie's going to somehow get out of this, but he's going to have to kill Cersei. But they set up all that Golden Company stuff, and I was like, well, I guess not Theon, the other guy. God, brain fart. The pirate dude.
Euron.
Euron. Yeah, thank you. It's hard to do this and talk at the same time. Okay. I thought Euron. They go, okay, so Jamie kills Cersei in this whole exchange here in the mountain, but that sets. It was just like, I don't know what's going to happen. Like, so many ideas were rushing through my head at the time, and by the time I realized it was over. But I really thought they were going to kill Cersei at the end of this, but it makes sense that they didn't. I kind of,
So my deal is, I'm wondering what's going to happen with Jamie now. Like, he's headed north, but he's headed north with no army. So
it's all good. He's joining the squad, man. He's joining the squad.
Yeah, but
we got some openings now. What's his name's gone?
Yeah. I guess so. Yeah. I
Yeah.
guess so. Yeah, I don't know exactly how they're gonna set that one up, but I thought that what was interesting was here's a man who is um, a really good, uh,
General.
yeah, really good general, and just made it happen, basically. So
Yeah. I really thought I don't. So do you think he okay, question. Do you think he has to make it? You know the whole Valonqar theory, right? So you think he has to get back to King's Landing and kill his sister? You think that's still gonna happen?
it's possible. It might be possible because they hinted a lot at it already that Cersei's become a monster basically, and so Jamie of all people would probably be the one to take her down. I think if it was anything else, it would be far less poetic.
Yeah,
Like,
it's got to be him.
yeah,
Because like Arya's a possibility too, but I think they gave up on that. I don't know.
yeah,
So
yeah. I think
oh
so.
man,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think death predictions.
yeah. Let's get in death. Let's get in some death
Jamie.
predictions.
I mean, in terms of
Yeah.
Cersei, yeah. I think maybe
Yeah, Cersei can't
they
make it.
they both might go out. Actually, they might go out at the
They
same
got
time.
to go out together or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Something like that.
yeah. Like, do you think Brienne makes it?
I could see her making it because they're not really using her so much right now, and they're not building her for anything. So I could see her making it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Podrick, what do you think, Podrick?
Yeah, I can see him making it as
Yeah?
well. Yeah, I think
Braun has to make it. I think Braun's gonna be on the Iron Throne personally.
so. Not really.
No, I'm joking.
I'd say Braun. I could see Braun dying, but getting his castle basically. Like I could see him dying, but like succumbing to wounds or whatever. But he does end up getting a castle or a few.
Ooh,
maybe.
I just saw something in the background. Varys. Do you think Varys makes it?
That's a good question, actually. I think Varys is gonna maybe have some sort of showdown with Melisandre, the witch, or something. I think it'll be. There's gonna be. I feel like everybody is going to have so many. Everybody's gonna have some sort of symbiotic, symbolic type of conclusion for their story. I think that's the way to look at it. Is like they're gonna wrap it up that way, symbolically, and then from there figure it out. Like, or what I mean, from there, see what ends the best.
Wow. Yeah. Good. Wow. Yeah. Oh, Jorah. Jorah's dead. Jorah can't make it, dude. Jorah's gotta go. He's gonna die for Khaleesi.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. I mean, there's not much left for him. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Daenerys.
Targaryen. The Targaryen
Yes,
Hall.
you think she makes it?
I could see her not making. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see her, but I think that's going to be the most tragic one. Or John may not. John will end up getting transferred over or something to the Walkers or something like that. Like, I have been reading theories about that. Like, he's going to be the one to become the new Night King or something like that and push back.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Possible.
Sam's gonna make it. Sam has to make it.
I think Sam will end up becoming the head maester or whatever. Like, he's going to end up. Sam, in all likelihood, is going to end up writing the entire story, the Game of Fire and Ice.
I think we talked about it last time, right?
Yeah, the Song of Fire and Ice, basically.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, Bran. Do you think Bran makes it?
Well, sadly enough, I'm on this theory of Bran becoming the Night King. Like, I'm on everybody else.
I've heard that.
Yeah, I'm on this theory. Because everybody keeps on saying, look at the nose, because in the beginning, Hardhome, the Night King was looking a lot different.
It's starting to change. Yeah, I see.
His face is starting to change for some reason, and he's got this, like, I was like, why does why does he have this like goofy looking nose now in this season compared to previous seasons? And Hard Home, he looked like, seriously, go back and you look at Hard Home, you're like,
He looks
damn,
different.
he
Yeah.
looks dope as hell. But then you start
start
looking at
changing.
it recently, his skin is a little more Smurf looking style, not so not so
Oh, the
hard.
chat's saying it's because it's a different actor.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. So, but no, but I feel you. No, I kind of, I could totally see the brand becoming the Night
Well,
King
also
thing.
the outfits as well, as Solar Glitch
Yeah.
is pointing out. It's oh, I wonder why they changed the actor though. That's interesting.
Yeah, they do that all the time.
On top of that, my girl was actually telling me that the actor that played Viserys, no, Danny's brother, the one that Drogo
Yeah.
killed, played Rygar.
I thought it was supposed to be somebody else.
That was him. That was
Like-
him with, huh?
I thought it was like this musician guy that they got.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah. He looks like him though. He looks like him.
He
So-
really does look like him.
He looks like him
thought
a
they just
lot.
I thought they just added some extra prosthetics on his forehead or something like that.
It's
but-
possible. I mean,
yeah.
if you think about it, they're brothers and sisters, so it makes sense.
So the
You know what I'm
original
saying?
Night King actor didn't want to sit through all the prosthetic, all the makeup anymore. Well, that
Oh.
fucking sucks.
That sucks. Boo. This
Yeah.
man. Yeah, boo.
Oh, that's
So,
dumb.
Yeah, that's pretty dumb.
That's annoying, man.
I hate that kind of stuff, man. On
I
the
mean,
best
you already
TV
went through it for
series.
one season. What's the big
Yeah,
deal?
dude.
Like, half of that, like,
That's being superstar bullshit. But
maybe.
and
I
now
don't-
we're instantly age gated. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
I already dropped some F-bombs, so we're already done for. You can't monetize this stuff anyway, so
that's okay. Yeah,
it's all good. It's all good. But oh man, I had one more thing I wanted to bring up with you, but I can't seem to remember. Someone in the chat said, and I thought this too. They said that they thought John was gonna kill Danny to bring about Lightbringer, the flaming
Not
sword.
familiar with. Okay, the same as that other dude with one eye has.
Right. But I honestly, I thought it would be Jorah because he loves Danny so much, and I think that would hurt way too much. Like one of them's got to go. There's no way you can have Jorah around and John around at the same time because they both got so many damn questions.
Yep.
So many questions.
Yep.
So, man,
Possible. Yeah, it's very possible. I know for sure that Drogon, just like back in the day, Drogon is going to end up killing a Viserion like that.
Because some mad dragon battles and
Yeah, but like
dope.
just very poetic, the same way where Drogo killed Viseria, same way, like
same
that.
way.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
very
So many
possible.
questions.
Very possible. But yeah, overall, it was there were some rush sequences with this season, and maybe we're gonna in a year and a half it'll be back. Maybe 2 years. I don't know. So they got time to work some stuff out.
They got time.
Hopefully I hope some of the book is released, but I don't know if I want all of the books to be released by that time.
Oh, they won't. They're saying what's it? Winds of Winter is not Winds of Winter. Winds of Winter. The next book is going to be 2018 now.
Okay.
And then they're doing a kind of World of Ice and Fire kind of book with a lot of history and stuff like that. That's coming out too. So he's actually releasing 2 books next year. But we're not going to hit the end of the series. He has to still write Dreams of Spring or whatever. So yeah, we're not seeing that until like Olympics. It'll be way past the Olympics. So like 2025. Yeah, good luck. I hope he makes it that far. Just write these books. But I get it. Like if you ever painted something and you're just like you take a break and you come back. And then sometimes you just don't want to finish it. So I get it. I feel you, man. I feel your pardon. I feel it. But please, for the love of God, finish these damn books, man. I can't. I can't. Just can't. Anyway, but yeah, folks, listen. Let's wrap it up.
Yes.
Once again, folks. Once again, I know you got to do a hard out, so I want to give a special thanks to our guest. Please, I want you to come back all the time. Please do some of these talks. I love this stuff. But special thanks to Akasan.
Yes. You're very welcome.
Yeah. So with the was it the Red Dreaded Prince? What is it? I forgot what it's called.
The red dreaded prince that was promised.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. So yeah,
The red light bringer, the red eye raven.
Yeah, the red eyed.
The red eye raven, the singer, the seer of season 8, the breaker of the internet.
Yeah. So yeah, dude, we could do like another prediction show, maybe season 8 prediction show.
There you go.
Yeah. Or talk some other series because there's a lot of good stuff coming up. So hey, anything you want to promote?
Nope. All right. Well, if you guys are gonna be in the LA area and we're going to be doing a few meet and greets in my trip as soon as I get on the plane. And so June 3rd, I believe. Sorry, no, September 3rd. September 3rd, we're going to be meeting at Meltdown Comics for a meet and greet. So we're going to be talking about all that other stuff. I'll try to bring some goodies from Japan, and it should be some fun stuff. I'll be collabing as well. I'm gonna try to see if I can check out Inhumans when it shows on IMAX, but I'm
not looking forward to that.
Yeah, in LA, but
all right,
I'm gonna see what I can do.
Okay.
And Callie, my girl Callie from the world of Callie. I gave her one of my cameras, and she's actually going to start doing Game of Thrones reactions.
Really?
Of season 7, because she hasn't watched any episode yet, and so I made a deal with her for her to go ahead and do it, and I'll edit it, and then you'll be seeing her reactions on that really soon. So if you check out my channel, in the next couple of weeks or so, you'll start seeing her take on the show.
Another one.
It'll be interesting. Yeah.
Ooh, thank you, Tan, for the subscription. Thank you. Yeah, because I was thinking we're gonna over on here we're gonna do like a breakdown of all the episodes. Do a small little breakdown of all the episodes one by one, and just have so when we get ready for season 8, we'll be all cut up to speed and have like a whole history of all the episodes. And plus, I like doing these kind of things too. So, but yeah, we're gonna do a lot of future breakdowns as well. Play some games and stuff like that too.
Word.
But, yeah, fun times ahead. It's a good time to be into this stuff, man. This is like the golden age, baby. Golden age.
Go.
All right, so once again, Akasan, thank you so much. Thank you so much to the Red Jedi Nation that's here in the chat.
Yes.
Man. Thank you guys so much for coming out and supporting. Love you guys. Yeah, man. All right, you guys, listen. Take care. We'll come back and do some more fun stuff too. I've been your host, Brown, and this has been Akasan here, and we just want to say thank you and bye-bye. Take care, folks.
Peace.
Hit that subscribe, bitches.
Hit that subscribe.
I'll find the stupid button.